should have trained harder. I should have did and listened to my team and to my coaches, and nobody really knows about the training that we had, but we did the best we can, and I just can't wait for the next fight. He won one, I won one, so there's a trilogy.
Andy, last question for me. What did you guys say to each other in the ring afterwards? You guys were hugging, you guys had a real deep conversation. What did you guys say?
Exactly, that I won one, he won one, and we're going to go to the third one.
Andy Ruiz from Los Angeles, ESPN Nazir. I just had to ask you, you are the most challenging opponent for Anthony Joshua. From all his fights, he usually knocks out people, doesn't go to the distance, but you in particular, you beat him, you knocked him out, and in this fight tonight, he struggled a lot with you. So, it was pretty close. I really thought that you would have won, but what do you think is different about you than all his other opponents? What is it that you have over his other opponents that's causing this difference?
I think just the heart that I have, I'm not scared of any of my opponents, and if I would have let my hands go just like I did on June 1st, I think I would have won. I would have won this fight, and like I said, I should have trained harder. I should have listened to my coaches more, and maybe I shouldn't have put on all this weight that I did, and I would have been more faster and I would have thrown more. I got him hurt a few times, and I let him survive. So I think that was one of the mistakes that I did. But like I said, I won one, he won one. This is the next one.
Also, he was holding you than the last fight. He kept holding you, and the ref wasn't stopping that at all. That's what I was wondering why he was doing that.
Yeah, he was boxing his life out, but like I said, there's no excuse. There's no excuse for me, besides me not training as hard and putting on his weight, so it was a good victory for him.
I mean, why didn't you train harder?
Where is that? Okay.
Why didn't you train harder? What's the...
I don't know. There's just a lot of things was going on my plate, but like I said, there's no excuse. I learned from my mistakes. I know what I didn't do and what I should have did for the camp, and it paid off, But I learned from my mistakes, and I know I'll be ready for the next one.
Early on, Andy, you had some good punches that made some good bloodshot on your face. How did that affect you in any way?
It affected me a little bit. I couldn't see really good for the left eye, but I think I maintained good. I think I should have pressured more. I think I was waiting too much. My arms wasn't fluid like it usually is, and I think it was because of the weight. And I waited too heavy, and I wasn't able to throw my combinations. But the cut, it messed me up a little bit. But us warriors and us fighters in there, we try to ignore the cut, and we do our best to do our job.
Andy, del mundo de deportes, esperaste hasta el último asalto, los últimos 10 segundos para invitarlo a pelear contigo al centro del ring. ¿Por qué esperaste tanto y qué mensaje le tiene a tu afición mexicana?
Pues yo creo que era el peso que subí mucho, no podía tirar las combinaciones que yo tiro, y yo creo que él tenía miedo a poner frente a pelear como hombres, pero ese era su estilo, él quería boxear, pero yo no hice lo que tenía que hacer, y toda la raza que me anda apoyando, los perdono porque yo siento que le hice abajo. Si Dios quiere para la otra voy a tener la victoria y voy a ser más mejor, me voy a poner más listo, más firme, y vamos a agarrar esta victoria.
Andy Ruiz, ESPN Los Angeles, Nazir again. Other question is, if you were to have a rematch, the third rematch, where would you have it? In the USA, and what would you do different? How would this fight go different from the first fight and tonight?
I think I'll prepare myself a lot more, from being the champion my first time. It was kind of hard, from being over here and over there, missing training, and like I said, I don't want to have no excuses, but I know I'm going to work my ass off. And look, being that great a shape, look at how I did. I did pretty good. I took all his shots. I thought I should have just pressured more and let my hands go. You know, I think that's what I needed to do. And you know, I got him a few times. He got me a few times. I ate his punches, and you know, if we would have went toe to toe, I think that's when I was connecting. But I know for the trilogy, I know I'm going to be a lot better, and it doesn't matter where it's at. If it's here, even better. You know, I want to redeem myself here in Saudi Arabia.
How are you feeling physically after the fight? Are you okay? Like, are your injuries all right? Just wanted to check on.
Yeah, I'm okay. Besides the cut that I have, you know, I'm just a little disappointed. And me and my dad and my team were talking that I should have listened to them, and you know, I shouldn't have put on all this weight. And I try to kind of do the training on my own, you know, and I'm sorry, man. You know, I'm sorry to my dad. I should have listened to them more. You know, I think I got too confident on myself, and like I said, there's no excuses. He won, I won one, and I know for the third one I'm going to be a lot better.
Andy, back here. When did you know in camp that you hadn't changed enough? Was there a point where you said to myself, man, it's too late now and I should have trained more?
There was, you know, and then we started too late, and I don't want to say the 3 months of partying or of that I had, celebrating and whatnot kind of affect me, because to tell you the truth, it kind of did. But what can I say? Just learn this mistake, and I'm glad I learned it now that I'm still young. You know, this is just the beginning for me, and there's a lot more fights coming soon.
And you were mentioning before that it might have affected your arms and you less fluid. Do you think it also affected your foot speed and the way you cut up the ring?
It sure did. You know, I was just following him. I felt like I wasn't doing what I do best. You know, I wasn't letting my hands go. I was letting myself open. I was taking all his best shots. You know, but I know for the next one I'm going to be a lot better.
What would you do differently in your next game? What would you do differently other than what you
What would I do different? Listen to my coach and listen to my dad, and you know, be more concentrated in the fight. You know, take it more serious. Like I said, I think you know, there's no excuse. Just train harder and take it more serious. There's a lot of responsibility being a champion of the world, so I think the partying and all this stuff got the best of me, but next time is gonna be a lot better. Good performance, you know, he did what he had to do. He boxed me around, he ran around, and you know, he just boxed me. And for me being overweight, I couldn't perform the best that I could.
Thank you.
So Andy, in terms of looking forward, if the potential third fight doesn't happen straight away, which other heavyweights in the division would you like to challenge?
You know, in the heavyweight division, there's a lot of fighters right now, you know, and I just want to rest. I want to talk to my team. I want to think about my career, and you know, just look back what I need to do, you know, and just focus more, and you know, just train harder for this fight, and you know, don't look past my opponents, and you know, but I'll fight anybody in the game. I'll fight anybody. I'm not scared of nobody. You know, me and Anthony did a really good job, and like I said, I'm a dangerous fighter to any fighter, you know, so I have a heart of a lion, and I'm gonna do my best, either if I'm in my best or not in my best. So, but I wasn't in my best today.